はい。
It is not uncommon for professional fighters to underestimate the effectiveness of Kung Fu as a martial art. The reasoning behind this is that Kung Fu incorporates training with a spiritual dimension, emphasizing concentration and self-discipline, as well as personal combat techniques that are often weaponless. Because of this, some people believe that Kung Fu may not be as competitive when facing professional fighters. But is that assumption accurate? Perhaps the outcome of this fight between a Kung Fu master and a boxer will provide the answer. It's unclear how the Kung Fu master ended up in the ring with a boxer, but from the way he moves, the Kung Fu master seems quite confident going up against his opponent. Will he be able to win this fight? Unfortunately, as the referee was still explaining the rules and giving instructions, the Kung Fu master prematurely launched an attack, forcing the referee to push him back. After a few moments, the referee officially started the match. But just as the Kung Fu master began to perform his techniques, the boxer delivered a punch that knocked the master down. A few minutes later, the Kung Fu master switched to the drunken fist style, or Zui Quan. However, this tactic did not prove very effective, as he continued to take hits. Eventually, the boxer unleashed a series of rapid attacks, which left the Kung Fu master on the ground, unconscious. Just like in this video, where a Kung Fu master faces off against a boxer in the ring. When the fight began, the boxer immediately applied pressure by delivering a series of punches to the Kung Fu master. After a while, the boxer once again had the crowd cheering wildly as he successfully landed a punch squarely on his opponent. Following that blow, the Kung Fu master continued to be hit with several more hard punches, forcing the referee to stop the fight.
拳击长达8个年头了，可以说实力是不容小视的。本次的起因是因为这个传武大师觉得自己
Although he had been politely turned down, the Kung Fu master kept challenging the boxers at this gym. His reason was that he wanted to test the skills he had honed over many years. Because of this persistence, one of the boxers eventually accepted his challenge. Unfortunately, just a few moments after the fight began, the Kung Fu master was hit hard right in the face.
接下来只见苏沙王上去以连续刺拳将传武大师击倒。虽然传武
With just that one punch, the Kung Fu master admitted defeat. In contrast, this next video shows a different outcome. Perhaps at the beginning, the boxer was aggressive, throwing several punches and even kicks. However, after that, he became more defensive as the Kung Fu master unleashed a flurry of attacks. Struggling to maintain his defense, the boxer started running to escape the pressure from the Kung Fu master. There was even a moment when the boxer's nose began to bleed due to one of the Kung Fu master's strikes. Feeling pity for the boxer, the Kung Fu master decided to stop the fight.
Very confident.
Who would have thought that this Kung Fu master would boldly challenge the boxing champion? He even threatened to teach the champion a lesson. Naturally, the boxing champion gladly accepted the challenge. As you can see in the fight, the Kung Fu master tried to launch an attack, but hitting a boxing champion proved to be no easy task. In fact, it was quite the opposite. The boxer was the one who successfully landed punch after punch without facing any defense. There was simply no opening for the Kung Fu master to strike. In the end, the Kung Fu master was knocked down by a powerful punch from the boxer. Eager to prove himself, this boxer decided to challenge a Kung Fu master to a sparring match. From the start, the boxer dominated the fight. The Kung Fu master even took a series of punches that knocked him to the ground. After getting back on his feet, the Kung Fu master once again felt the painful impact of his opponent's punches. It didn't stop there. As the boxer continued to unleash attack after attack, the Kung Fu master struggled to keep up with the fight. This continued until the match finally came to an end. Many people were surprised by the courage of this Kung Fu master to go up against a boxing coach. These two were clearly not evenly matched, but let's see how the fight plays out. Moments after the referee started the match, you can see the boxing coach's punches landing continuously while the Kung Fu master struggled to put up a solid defense. The boxing coach's skill was truly impressive. Not only was he able to launch a relentless series of attacks, but he also managed to skillfully dodge the Kung Fu master's strikes. And then, not long after, the boxing coach effortlessly landed a series of punches on the Kung Fu master. In the end, one of the coach's punches caused the Kung Fu master to lose his balance. This Kung Fu practitioner wanted to test his years of training in the ring against a boxer. Will his training pay off? To be fair, at the start of the fight, the Kung Fu man's attacks and defense weren't too bad. But for some reason, as the fight went on for a few minutes, his attacks and defense weakened. Even worse, the Kung Fu man took a hard hit from his opponent's punch. After a while, his attacks kept missing, as if the boxer could easily read every move the Kung Fu man was about to make. This professional boxer finally got the chance to fight a Kung Fu practitioner. As soon as the match began, the boxer opened with 2 solid punches and threw the Kung Fu man to the ground. But it didn't stop there. The professional boxer followed up with an uppercut that sent his opponent crashing to the canvas. After a few moments, the boxer effortlessly landed more punches, causing the Kung Fu man to stumble and lose his balance. Despite this, the Kung Fu master refused to give up and got back on his feet. Unfortunately, he quickly became nothing more than a punching bag for the boxer once again.